Companies Act Section 46, Certificate of Shares. 1. Prima facie evidence of title. Issuance of certificate. Under Section 46 of the Companies Act, a share certificate issued by a company serves a fundamental purpose in establishing ownership of shares. Specifically, a share certificate is produced under the common seal of the company or is signed by two directors or a director along with the company secretary, if one has been appointed. Legal significance. This issuance is significant because it provides prima facie evidence of the title held by the person whose name appears on the certificate. In legal terms, prima facie means that the certificate is accepted as sufficient evidence of ownership until proven otherwise. This status grants shareholders a clear legal claim to their shares, which is essential for asserting their rights in various corporate matters, such as voting at shareholder meetings, receiving dividends, and participating in capital distributions. Official document. The share certificate acts as an official document that certifies the ownership of shares in the company. It is a vital piece of documentation that not only reflects the shareholders' ownership but also details the number of shares held, the class of shares, and the unique identification number of the certificate itself. As such, it plays a crucial role in the corporate governance framework, ensuring that ownership rights are clearly delineated and recognized. 2. Issuance of duplicate certificates. Conditions for issuance. The Companies Act provides specific provisions regarding the issuance of duplicate share certificates to safeguard shareholder interests in cases where the original certificates may no longer be valid. A duplicate share certificate may be issued under several circumstances. Loss or destruction. If a shareholder can demonstrate that the original share certificate has been lost or destroyed, they are entitled to receive a duplicate certificate. This provision protects shareholders from losing their rights simply due to the unfortunate loss of their certificate. Defacement or mutilation. If the original share certificate has been defaced, mutilated, or torn, and the damaged document is returned to the company, a duplicate certificate can be issued. This ensures that shareholders who may have inadvertently damaged their certificates can still maintain their ownership records without facing undue hardship. Purpose. The ability to issue duplicate certificates is crucial for maintaining the integrity of ownership records. It provides a safeguard for shareholders, ensuring they can obtain a replacement certificate and continue to enjoy their rights without interruption. This provision also encourages shareholders to keep their documentation in good order while providing a mechanism to address unforeseen circumstances that might otherwise hinder their ownership rights. 3. Regulation of certificate issuance. Compliance with prescribed regulations. The issuance of share certificates, including duplicates, is governed by specific regulations prescribed under the Companies Act. This framework includes detailed guidelines on the following. Form and content. The form of the share certificates must adhere to the prescribed format, ensuring that all necessary details are included. These details may encompass the name of the shareholder, the number of shares held, and other pertinent information necessary for clarity. Register of members. The information recorded in the Register of Members must be comprehensive and accurate, reflecting any changes that occur as a result of the issuance or transfer of shares. This systematic documentation is vital for maintaining up-to-date records of ownership. Uniform standards. By mandating compliance with prescribed regulations, the Companies Act ensures that all companies follow standardized practices for issuing and managing share certificates. This uniformity contributes to clarity and consistency in the documentation process, which is essential for shareholders and the regulatory framework that oversees corporate governance. 4. Shares held in depository form. Depository records as evidence. When shares are held in a depository, the operational dynamics shift significantly. In such cases, the records maintained by the depository serve as prima facie evidence of the beneficial owner's interest in the shares. Electronic record keeping. This modern approach means that, instead of relying on physical certificates, ownership is verified through electronic records maintained by the depository. This system enhances efficiency and reduces the risks associated with physical documentation, such as loss or damage. Advantages of depository holdings. Holding shares in a depository simplifies the process of transferring ownership, facilitates faster transactions, and reduces administrative burdens. Shareholders benefit from streamlined processes for buying, selling, and managing their investments, which is particularly advantageous in today's fast-paced financial markets. 5 penalties for fraudulent issuance. Fraudulent duplicate certificates. The Companies Act takes a firm stance against fraudulent activities related to share certificates. If a company issues a duplicate share certificate with the intent to defraud, it faces severe penalties. Financial penalties. The fine for such fraudulent activities is substantial, amounting to no less than 5 times the face value of the shares involved. However, this penalty may escalate to as much as 10 times the face value or 10 crores rupees, whichever is higher. This stringent penalty structure serves as a deterrent against fraudulent practices and underscores the importance of integrity in corporate governance. Liability of officers. In addition to penalties imposed on the company, any officer involved in the fraudulent issuance of duplicate certificates may also face liability under Section 447 of the Companies Act. This section addresses penalties for fraud and misconduct, reinforcing the accountability of corporate officers in upholding ethical standards and compliance with the law.